Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel right here, and today I have a finished diamond painting for you all. This diamond painting is called Christmas Lights and it is by Royal Diamond Painting. I started this painting in, I want to say, beginning of November, and this is my secret project that I've been working on this whole time. As I'm talking during this video, I'm going to play a time lapse from the beginning to the end of me working on this. My original plan was to have it at the same exact angle and in the same direction for the entire video, but unfortunately near the end of the project, about halfway, I got very sick and I needed to move from this room, the craft room, into my living room, so I was unable to do a big chunk of it. But I am happy overall with the finished product. This is a 65 by 40 round, as you can see up here, and the detail is incredible. Now, in person, in the camera, it always looks a little bit more distinctive than it is in person, but it's still incredibly detailed, even for this small size. I would recommend going a size larger always, but also I would recommend going in square as well. And I'm going to explain why. This project, it has 49 colors. I'm just going to double check that actually. Excuse me. It has 47 colors and it is really great. Like I have said in the past, Royal Diamond Painting has some of the highest numbers of colors that you can get in one single diamond painting that I found on the internet. Now you could probably talk to sellers and ask them to give you as many colors as possible, but in my own experience, as far as going to the website and it already being done for you, Royal Diamond Painting has been the one that I go to for the maximum color. I love confetti, and if you don't know what confetti is, if you're new to diamond painting, confetti is when you have a lot of color in just a little bit of space, and there's very little blocking of the color. So as you can see over here on the left side, there is a lot of black. And in this section, I did use multi-placers. You can even tell that I used the multi-placers when you look at it from a certain angle, but it just means that you'd be laying down one color and it'd cover a big area. That's color blocking, whereas confetti is these areas like in here and in here where there's so many different colors. I mean, I want to say that there are just oodles and oodles of colors. There's at least like 6 to 10 different shades of each color, and it just makes for an incredible detailed painting, in my opinion. So this one there, let's start with the negative and end on the positive on this one. Excuse me. The negatives on this one is that for me, I have a dog who sheds a lot. I have spent the last 30 minutes picking off dog hair from this canvas, and I wouldn't have to do that if I had gotten a square. And that's because in a round painting, there are gaps in that painting, and so anything will stick to it, dust, whatever it is. So as I was working on it, I did have to move this, as I said, into the living room and complete it there, and so dog hair got stuck all over it. I also didn't washi tape it. That was my fault, so it looks a bit ugh on the sides, but that's my own fault. I'll fix that when I go to frame it. So the gaps between the diamonds, I don't like it. That's why I prefer squares, but it still came out beautiful. So it's still a positive. The diamonds are a very good quality. I did have a problem though with the rivers in the adhesive. So I purchased this painting early on in 2019, and if I remember correctly, I think it was March or somewhere around then. I'm really not sure. I will put a link to the unboxing video just up here in the eye so that you can check it out. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I put it into storage, and the way that I store my diamond paintings, as you may know, is that I store them flat because I unbox them for you. So I store them flat in a portfolio where they're all stacked on top of each other. And in most cases, that's a good thing because the adhesive is pressurized. Unfortunately, with this painting, I had a lot of rivers and bubbles going up and down in the diamond painting. And even though I used the, what was the method that Mrs. Coffee called it? The crisscross cat scratches, where you cut the canvas with an X-Acto knife and then you push out the air with your pen. That is how I've always taken care of bubbles and rivers in my canvases. Unfortunately, it did not stay. The bubbles have come back and they are underneath the diamonds now. And that kind of creates a wavy effect. I guarantee that no one else except me is going to notice that. So really, it's a small thing. But if you are a perfectionist or have OCD tendencies or whatever it might be, that could drive you nuts because I can see it. I can see the bubbles underneath here. I'm going to try to zoom in. See, where is it now? In here, it's very difficult, I think, for you to see, but you can see a bit of a more shimmer underneath, right? Under here, and that is all bubbles. So I have done my best. I have. Unfortunately, that means that there are places on this canvas where the glue is lifting. And I've rolled it out with a rolling pin, my trusty handy dandy rolling pin. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put some heavy books on top of this and let it sit for a few days before I put it into storage, where it will stay until I'm ready to frame it. That's probably going to be in September or so of next year. I'll prepare something nice and special for you all, but I'm not ready to frame this yet. There have been some questions about how I finish diamond paintings, and I will show you, but the majority of my diamond paintings do not get sealed. They do not get framed. I am a, what you would call a person who crafts just to craft. I don't craft to show. I know that that sounds silly because I do have this YouTube channel, but in the majority of cases, I just complete them because I find it relaxing to do them. And I like to show you what I've done, but that's as far as I usually get. With this diamond painting, I believe I will put it behind glass. Now, there is an incredible amount of sparkle, which I'm probably going to have a lot of trouble showing you all because of the glare. Oh, there we go. This is one of the big positives of Royal Diamond Painting. Their drills have so many facets that it is some of the sparkliest diamond paintings I've ever come across. This one and the Custom of Luna, which I am now working on, are some of my most sparkly diamond paintings I've ever had. I hope this is coming off in the camera. It's just incredible. I mean, come on, look at that sparkle. I love it. I absolutely love that it is that sparkly, and it's going to look insane when it's framed. I do not have plans to seal this diamond painting, but if the drills start to pop off, of course, then I will seal it. Let's talk about leftover drills and such. So I'm just going to move this up and to the side and show you. So there are so many drills here that they don't fit all in one Harbor Freight. It actually took 2 Harbor Freight containers to fit all of these drills in. But of course, I'm about to kit this down, so I'm not going to be picky about it. But what I can say is that I have plenty of drills left over in every color. There's more than 200 in every single container, except probably this one here. This is a majority color. There's probably about, I don't know, 80 drills or so. But excuse me, in general, there are so many drills left over. Didn't run out of any color. I have plenty to spare. And honestly, the amount of what's left over doesn't really matter to me as much as having enough to complete the painting. I did have a lot of trash though. So I hope you can see there's a lot of drills here. I did use my label maker to make labels for my Harbor Freight containers, so I hope you can see that. Royal Diamond Painting did provide an inventory sheet, so I was able to use that to make the labels, which is super handy. Really helpful when an inventory sheet is included. Their drills come in plastic bags. Excuse me. So if you can see here, this I have left over from before. I took them out of the plastic bags. The bags are good quality, but I do not like to work from plastic baggies. So I will be putting all of the diamonds back into these bags to put them into my leftover storage, because I keep all of my very good quality diamonds. I keep them in a binder with baseball card sleeves, just like Ella showed us. I think it was last year when she showed everyone. Let me get a green tray. Bear with me. Okay. Here I have a standard green boat, which I use to show the trash. And this container it's a little cover minder. It's perfect. This comes from Shine Shop Designs on Etsy. Love it. This is the trash that I had on this painting. So it's a bit, but I mean, it's a big size. So what you gonna do? A lot of these just have little bits on the sides, or they're hollow underneath. And I did have some flash, some that were cut in half, and just a few that were discolored, and then some with bubbles. But I mean, overall, it speaks for itself. It was fine. In the end, it was perfectly fine. And as tradition demands, I always put my trash drills into a jar. Some people ask me what I do when I am finished a project. That is what I do. I put my drills into a glass jar because I really don't want fish to eat that. Save the environment, right? So that is this painting. It was a joy to work on. It was expensive. I'm not going to lie to you on that. It was a bit expensive. I believe this was like $45 or something like that. But I think that for the sparkle, it was totally worth it. I just hope that they change the adhesive. If they go to a poured glue adhesive, I would absolutely buy from them all the time. And they're just, I mean, this is a stock photo, by the way, and I think it came out wonderful. So that's that for this project. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, just leave them down in the comment section down below, and I will answer them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye!